when drivers get a chance to get themselves set up in the pits after the drivers' meeting. It was a short meeting. They got that done until all the drivers behave for one of the last couple of nights of the year. And coming out of Merrill, Wisconsin, in the number 76 car, defending a points championship and having a pretty good year so far. Please welcome Jason Weinkoff, everybody. Fast qualifying time tonight. You guys found something or just got barely, it was only 200ths of a second separating you guys and the top 5 candidates here tonight, so you got ahead of them. Fast time tonight, a little bit of a surprise. Or did you finally find it tonight?
We've been finding it a little bit better each week, and in practice today, the car was pretty good. It was a little bit too close there in qualifying. Could have went either way there. I'm glad we finally got our first fast qualifier of the year on the last night.
This is pretty appropriate. You got a bunch of people saying do it.
Definitely. First, I'd like to thank my wife, Beth. Without her support, I wouldn't be able to do this each and every week. Got to thank all the fans for coming out on this cold, cool night.
It's Wisconsin. This ain't cool. It's Wisconsin, man.
Yeah, but just thank all the fans. Bundle up. It's going to get cool tonight. Thank the crew. My dad just helps so much on the car. Just never stops thinking about how to make this car go faster. The rest of the crew, Tim, Matt, Isaiah, my Uncle Dan's been helping us out. So I can't thank all the crew enough. And then for sponsorship help, I gotta definitely thank Jay Vandergeest Cattle. Jay's a big supporter of auto racing here at Marshfield, and he helps me out a lot too. So a definite big thanks to him.
This is double up back-to-back points last year, points this year is a pretty big deal for you. Your brother's having a pretty good year, and a double up on the points night for you is a pretty appropriate. Nobody honored racing in the Weinkoffs this year. You guys must be pretty happy about that.
Yeah, definitely. He's got the Wassa Championship wrapped up. He was trying to win the Plover Championship last night, and that got rained out. But he's having a great year. He's winning a lot of races. We haven't gotten the wins like he has this year, but we've had good, consistent finishes, and we're getting the car better. So hopefully we can compete a little stronger for these fall specials.
All right, so fast qualifier tonight. Congratulations officially again. A couple more points to garner tonight for another track championship. Good luck to Jason Weinkoff, everybody. The report comes to us of some debris on the racetrack. We'll take care of that. Meanwhile, we'll tell you about Eau Claire's Ben Pettis, our 2005 track champion at Marshfield Motor Speedway in that 711 car. Don Turner in the 7 car. Jim Sutter Jr. in the 51 car. Trying to get a track champion here. But the 76 of Jason Weinkoff is in his way. He is the current defending track champion and points leader in the number 76 car. And it's going to take a near miracle for Sauter to take that points lead away. Sauter on the inside of Weinkoff. 4 cars for 4 laps at our Jay Vandergeest Cattle Dash for Cash. 4-cylinder heat racing is up next. We got a couple of 4-cylinder heats we're going to throw at you on the half mile. And these late models will race for 4 fast Jay Vandergeest Cattle Dashes for Cash. Dashes for Cash and Rudy. We're green. Give you a couple of minutes to get a race program, then I'm going to give something away corresponding to 1 or 2 of them. Pettis jumps out to a lead. Don Turner trying to defend second place against Jim Sauter Jr. Sauter jumps to the inside and alongside of Turner. Lap 1 is already action-packed. Sauter trying to take second away and does. Fading in the corner and trying to get that live wire prize at the end of the year. How about making some noise for Aaron Schlow? Backing away from our victory lane. We're past halfway and working on the final lap with a 1-car length lead from Ben Pettis on Jim Sauter Jr. The 76 of Jason Weinkoff about the same distance behind Sauter. He has just picked up third from Don Thunder Turner. 1 lap to go. 4-cylinder racers coming up. Well, Sauter looks like he gained a little bit on Pettis, but is it enough to get alongside of him for the lead? Pettis has a great jump off of the corners. The car has a great deal of lift coming off the turns. Sauter's turning a little bit better. Doesn't look like he's going to get alongside. Ben Pettis leads across the line. And the live video feed ongoing in the racetrack bar, Speedway bar, all night long. Whitefurter up front along with Adam White. This race has 8 to go, and it is green. Adam White with a pretty good start. He had to step it up to stay ahead of Jeff Whiteford, who always wants to get to the front. Chris Grimes. And outside of Chris is the number. Who is on the outside? That's Jay Vandergeest on the outside of him. Lap one is in. First lap of late model racing is in. Jay Vandergeest trying to get to the inside. Chris Grimes sideways. Some contact between Chris Grimes. Caution on the speedway. We've got 7 laps to go. Plenty of time to get to the front of this one's green. Last time, White lagging back a little bit with Goodwin right behind him. Chris Vandergeest and Greenwood, the 6 cars racing in this field yet. 6 to go, 2 laps in. No real challenge for any positions. Jeff Whiteford putting a separation of about 4 or 5 car lengths on the 2-car of Adam White. Goodwin back there by himself in third. No challenge there yet. Looks like Chris might try. Got 3 laps in, 5 to go. Whiteford, White, Goodwin, Gress, 23. Jay Vandergeest, the top 5. Halfway in this one, 4 to go. Jay Vandergeest slips by Monty Grass in the 80 car. Vandergeest now up to 4th, working on Brian Goodwin. We've got 3 to go at the line coming up. And the 3 car of Whiteford leading. Adam White, Brian Goodwin. Goodwin quite content to hang on to third at the moment. Vandergeest might be gaining shortly as he has passed Monty Grass. Top 4 cars separated by a few car lengths each. 2 to go for Whiteford. Everybody just kind of checking out setups for the feature race later on. No real pushing for spots. Jack Greenwood cruises along in the lap behind. 1 lap to go for Rapids Racer in the RPE3, Jeff Whiteford. Vandergeest peeking to the inside of Goodwin. Brian gives him pretty much a full lane as Vandergeest races out of 2 and goes for the lead. Goodwin on the outside, Vandergeest on the inside. It is a race for third. The leader is Whiteford. White in second. Let's slow him down and line him up. And the inside, Dean LaPointe in the 15 car, the 29 of Ronnie Reed. The other 29 on the inside of row 2 is Chad Selchit. That's the 51. No, that's the, what is that? The 711 of Ben Pettis. We got Don Turner, Mark Eswine in the 36. Dalton Zier in the 119. Sauter and Weinkauf are green. All right, we got through them all up front. Team LaPointe alongside of Ronnie Reed. Chad Selk in the 29 inside row 2 and Ben Pettis racing with him. The 36 of Mark Eswine in the 7 of Don Turner tries hard. Everybody on the brakes. Hard on the brakes is Weinkauf and around goes Zier. Doesn't matter. Restart. Pretty much a no-fault accident on the first lap. Nothing happened to anybody, and it's from the top if everybody can continue. So Dalton Zier and Jason Weinkauf will realign 2 by 2 starting from the back of the pack. It was kind of a stacked-up deal. As what happened was Don Turner came up short and hard into turn number 3 on the back of the 711 of Pettis. Had to apply the brakes in a very active manner. That backed up Dalton Zier. And that put the 76 right into the back of the 119 of Dalton Zier. So now we'll try this again. Pretty good racing in front of us, very close all the way through the first lap, and a good hard race for the heat is what looks like is going to happen here for these 9 racers. The next 8 laps, late model racers, the fastest cars at the track are green. Dean LaPointe simply got caught on that restart and has to fight back on the inside. Didn't get going. Ben Pettis on the outside. Ronnie Reen got the jump. Reen and Pettis up front. And another deal that started up a little bit in front of Don Turner, last week's fast qualifier. Don saw some stuff going on in front of him and caught the front straight wall. Jerry is an EMT and he is at Don Turner's car in a heartbeat, and he will do the proper things to make sure that Don's okay in the car. Ben Pettis, Dean LaPointe, Mark Eswine, Dalton Sear in the 119 car. I've seen Dalton before, maybe you have not. Young racer out of Florida. Jim Sutter Jr. and Jason Weinkauf. 7 laps to go out of its 8-lap heat. Let's keep this one going. We're hoping it's green, and Ronnie Reen leads, and it's green. Ronnie will get a good start. Mark Eswine hassling Dean LaPointe for 3rd place. And Ben Pettis pulls up alongside of Ronnie Reen for 1st place. Reen, Pettis turns the 7-Eleven hard into turn number 3 and takes the lead directly away from Reen. Eswine to 3rd on the inside of Dean LaPointe, tuning up to the false spectacular. 6 laps to go. We got a couple in and a lot of racing left with 5 to go at the line. Pettis and Reen out front with Eswine trying to track them down. 5 laps to go. Jim Sutter Jr. to the inside of Dean LaPointe as LaPointe goes back over to another spot to 5th. Dalton Sear right there behind him, and Jason Weinkauf back in the back, trying to keep pace with Sutter Jr., who was 2nd in the points. 4 to go. Pettis with a good grip on it. Dalton Sear leaving the outside lane open for Jason Weinkauf, but Sear now gaining on Dean LaPointe, so that's bad for Weinkauf. Pettis, Reen, Eswine, 1, 2, 3, no challenge. Here comes 4th place runner Jim Sutter Jr. looking for 3rd. Ben Pettis, Ronnie Reen. No changes for a position. Double pickup by Drexler's on the 7 car. Nice. Ben Pettis, Ronnie Reen, Mark Eswine, Jim Sutter Jr. No challenge for a position except for 6th. There comes Jason Weinkauf. 1 to go. Inside the final lap. Slow them down, line them up, and give them the 1 to go signal. We will be lining up the track champions on the start-finish line at the end of racing. Our first track champion will be crowned later on, and it is Wausau's Michael Quitt. And we'll get them lined up on the start-finish line after we get the racing done, so the fans and everybody can congratulate them. These late model racers will get the 1 to go signal and go racing. We want to keep them green, and we hope they stay that way with a 35-lap late model feature race. Ronnie Reen, Chad Self, Ben Pettis, Mark Eswine, Dalton Sear, and Jason Weinkauf. Followed by Dean LaPointe, Monty Gress, Brian Goodwin. Who's on the outside of Brian back there? That's the 23 of Jay Vandergeest, the 11 of Chris Grimes, the 2 of Adam White. They've got extra laps. There's no reason to get nuts. Back in the back, Jim Sutter Jr. I predict some moves through the field from that guy, along with Jeff Whiteforder, Jack Greenwood in the back in the 33 car. This race has 35 to go, and it